welcome to Meme Wars. Still cannot live cast to my fucking Twitter feed, by the way, because it's saying you need a premium subscription. Not true. I think what's happened is somehow my account's gotten flagged for whatever. I have no fucking idea why, but my account's gotten flagged. Because when I go in, it says your account is under review, and I'm really fucking pissed off about it. Yeah. And I haven't tweeted out anything crazy. I mean, it's like I tweeted out something about the idiots, like why would you not think Donald Trump was going to get a shot taken at him? But nothing I've tweeted out is in any way something that should get my account under review. So now I have to contact Twitter and be like, what the fuck is going on, you motherfucking cocksuckers? God, it's pissing me off. Anyway, that's good times. Twitter not live streaming because of God knows what reason. But anyway, as I was saying, I got to make this quick show because the Libertarian Party has an agreement with RFK Jr.'s campaign to joint fundraise because he's, as an independent without a party status, he could only have individual donors give something like up to $2,000 and no like mega donors, mega commitments like other parties can get. So by partnering with us, he can raise a lot more money, and we get a cut of it. Yeah, it is.
You can't have big donors unless you're a Republican or a Democrat.
Well, or our party, like an official party. So he's an independent, and these are like the FEC laws. So the Libertarian Party made an agreement. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But we were like, all right, we'll make a joint fundraising agreement. We'll take a cut of that, and you're just basically utilizing our platform to raise funds. Great. Win-win. We get money. You get money. We're going to use the money for our candidate. You can use it for your campaign. And also, this is what I just tweeted out. All these people are fucking raising their arms and flagellating themselves for their purity and bleeding pure libertarian values in the streets and just acting like assholes. And I'm like, RFK Jr. is a one-and-done candidate. The dude's still like, what is he, 70, 72? It's not like he's young.
Yeah.
And he's not going to run 4 years from now. He's a one and done. And a lot of the people voting for RFK Jr. are people that would normally vote for libertarians or at least consider libertarians. So them having to funnel through our platform and go through us to donate to him exposes them to us. Like, this is like have some fucking vision, have some foresight, have some thought. Like, these people just don't get it. They're so like mired in their own bullshit that they have no ability to think anything creatively, anything outside the box. And when it happens, they go, ah! Just,
I mean, what's
God,
the point of a party? I mean, just be yourself. If your goal is to never have your party grow in any meaningful way, what's the fucking point of it? Just have a little club where you get on Skype and you talk to each other and yell about other people. What's the point of being in a party?
Yep.
Isn't the party supposed to like coalesce into something bigger and try to have a movement of some kind?
Yep. Like, you'd think so, but no, these people don't want that. They want a little club that they can control and feel really good about themselves being a part of that club. And also, let's not forget, this also brings us once more into the media coverage spectrum. You know, once more gives Chase Oliver a spotlight because we're gonna say we're donating to him, gives him an opportunity to talk, gives Angela an opportunity to talk, keeps us in. It's like, you know, the fact that we were being mentioned at the RNC because of the things that Trump said, because Vivek's doing interviews there talking about libertarian going to the cabinet. These are all good things, and these quote unquote purists just do not care. They want to be mired in complete irrelevance. They want to be mired in, as I said, just masturbatory, puritanical bullshit. And it's ridiculous to see.
Trump could nominate or put in Ron Paul to be the Secretary of the Treasury, and they would have a problem with it.
Well, they'd be like, well, he never was a libertarian. He always was a Republican in office. So, you know, we're selling out our principles. Yeah, it's fucking...
Nothing makes you happy. Just stay home and be miserable.
Yep, exactly. But I will say, what's frustrating, though, is like, I was talking to Angela about this, and I told her like a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh, we got to put a press release out about this. And she was like, okay, wait, because it's still back and forth. We don't know. And then today, a journalist text me because somebody had seen like paperwork got filed, And she's like, oh, what's going on? Is this official? And I'm like, I can't say anything yet. And then Angela tweets out like 5 minutes later, like, hey, it's done. And I was like, you're killing me. You're killing me with this shit. You got to give me a heads up so I can get this press release written and prepared. And I know all the details. Like, you can't just drop this shit on me on a Friday, like 3 p.m. Eastern on a Friday. Like, give me some heads up. Killing me.
Maybe she knew RFK's like videographer was going to drop the news, such as he did with the Trump phone call. So she had to get out in front of it.
Right. Yeah. Well, anyways, that's what I'm dealing with. Let's talk about the RNC a little bit. I have a meme to share. Well, actually, I'll just play it because I know you were unbelievably excited. We did our live stream, which again did not go to X because for some reason my account's quote under review. But we did our live stream for the first episode podcast, which that episode will publish on the audio version next Thursday, sorry. But you were sad because you weren't getting to see HULKAMANIA.
I watched all that stuff this morning.
Did you? Oh, okay. Well,
of course.
Let me just play this clip, this 20-second clip of Hulk Hogan just being Hulk Hogan, which is exactly what we wanted to see.
Of course.
Right? It would have sucked if he went up there and it was like, I just want to tell you Donald Trump's very it's like, no. Here you go. Here's the Hulk.
And I said, let Trumpamania run wild, brother. Let Trumpamania rule again. Let Trumpamania make America great again.
Of course, he just torn his shirt in half. Oh, yeah. You see him flex those pythons?
Yeah.
Trumpamania run wild.
Let's see. One more time.
Let Trumpamania rule
I got to
again.
see him flex at the end. It's so good.
Make America great again.
Flex it. Let me see those 48-inch pythons. Boom. Awesome.
How old is he? Like 74? I mean, it's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Hulk Hogan is almost as old as our presidential candidates. This is funny. Shadows in the Cornfield says Trump is a WWE Hall of Famer, too. Yeah, he does.
He is.
Although I know Shadows in the Cornfield here, he also is still under the belief that this is a conspiracy and Trump faked the assassination attempt.
Oh, my God.
If so, I hope Vince McMahon teamed up with him. Amazing. Maybe Vince McMahon should be in his cabinet.
We could have a whole week of episodes about people that think that's a conspiracy. I was getting into a big argument with one of my friends that day that it happened, and it's just like, okay, well, you got to believe a lot. I believe a conspiracy happened that day. I don't think Trump conspired to. I guess the pro wrestling fans would say he bladed. That's when kind of
he has a razor blade hidden in his hand, and when he grabs his ear, he slits it.
Yeah. So I guess you're gonna have to say that there were some crisis actors that
died. They had were they propping up a corpse of the guy who was already dead? The fire chief was already dead apparently, and they were just propping him up.
A lot of random people were in on this conspiracy, like the people sitting next to these people that got shot or died. I mean, I guess they were in on it too, because you think they would have blown the whistle. But there's some holes, I'd say, in that theory that Trump would deliberately had this done.
The holes in the conspiracy setup theory, or the it was all a inside job by Trump theory, are bigger than the holes in his ear.
Oh,
that's for damn sure.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But the RNC,
I've got a couple.
Oh, okay, good. I was going to say the RNC. Hold on 1 second.
What? Did you lose your dog again?
No, I just came across another dog. I don't know why.
Another person in the Cleveland woods doing a podcast.
Yeah, but I don't know why they're
a counter podcast to our podcast. That'd be great.
Point counterpoint. It's probably like it was an inside job.
I was hanging out with my buddy. I was hanging out with our buddy Ryan yesterday at the bar, and we were talking about the Trump stuff. And he goes, "Yeah," he's like, because he's a liquor rep. He's like at one of the bars he works at, and the owner is a big Trumper. And he came out and he's like, "Oh my God, you got to see this meme." And then he's like, so I look at the meme, and then he disappears, and he's like, then I just realized there's this blonde, 50-year-old blonde chick standing directly behind me, 6 inches behind him, and she just starts going into a diatribe about Donald Trump and blah 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 and Biden, blah 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 blah. And he's like, "Oh my God!" He's like, at the bar. He's like, there's no one else in the bar but me and her. The owner goes back into the office and leaves him alone. The bartender goes, yeah, this is why you don't talk politics or religion, and walks away. So Ryan's just sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even care. And he's like, he's like, she just kept going for 10 minutes. And he's like, then I just put my phone in the bar and walked away.
I'm sure she was perfectly reasonable. A single woman alone at a bar in the middle of the day in California.
Yeah, just waiting to yell at people about Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Yeah. Yeah.
But so, anyway, what about these people that found this, like, I'm like, who can criticize this convention? It was amazing. It was, people were like, oh, there's no substance. So I saw.
When is there ever substance, though?
No.
Ever.
So there was, like, I was watching all the YouTube videos, and one of the related videos was a Stephen Colbert monologue. And I'm like, I'm not gonna watch this. I just want to see what the couple of the comments are. So I was reading them for a minute. They were so mad. Like, what are you? They're like, oh yeah, Hulk Hogan didn't give any substance on his policies, or what? Who's watching?
On whose policies? Donald Trump's policies or Hulk Hogan's policies? Hulk Hogan's solution for immigration?
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, dude, just be entertained. There was enough speeches, right, for 4 days where they're talking different policies and their visions and all that nonsense.
Right.
You got Hulk Hogan going crazy. Dana White was awesome. He had a little of the Hulk vibe. Did you watch his speech?
No, I didn't see his speech.
It's only like 5 or 6 minutes. He's yelling the whole time like he's promoting a fight. Like, just ridiculous off the wall energy. They had Kid Rock do American Badass.
Of course. They had to have Kid Rock there.
Yes.
Naturally.
Yeah, it was like, I was thoroughly entertained by almost all of it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it mostly because of that. I'm like, it's going to be pageantry, no substance, whatever. Like, somebody had tweeted out, and I think I retweeted it from the LP account, that the LNC convention had vastly more policy, and it's true because RFK. No, it did.
Of course.
RFK and Trump both talked about policy to us because they want us to consider them for our votes. If you're not going to vote for Chase, like, okay, we'll listen to you. Because what are you going to give us? What are the consolation prizes if we decide to go and vote for you? And they bucked straight policy, and then Trump did like no policy at the RNC because why would you? You have an audience of people that are already bought in. They're sycophants. You don't have to do policy at the RNC. You're just there to basically rile up the crowd.
It's like your high school graduation party. You got your friends and your family there. They've already bought the money they're going to give you. Do you have to outline your vision of what you're going to do in college in the next 4 years? You're like, no, I'm going to have fun. Like, what the fuck? Loosen up. There's going to be a million more, rallies and well, I don't know about debates. Who knows who Trump will be debating, but there will probably be at least one or two more where they could talk about the issues. And like, if you don't know where they stand on the issues by now, if they do have a position at all, then it's kind of on you because
Trump will be debating whoever ends up. Biden, I think just today was like, I'm still in the race.
I just saw that statement. It's all right. Fucking wild.
It is awesome. I love it.
He clings to that ring like Gollum.
You know what I was laughing? Yeah. You know, I was just laughing about. I said this joke today when I was working out with my buddy, and I was like, what's cracking me up is God's like people talk about like how insane it was. We talked about it, like the tiny millimeters that bullet missed, blowing Trump's brains out, and God's like, you know what? No, this bullet's not going to kill you today by this amazing stroke of luck or hand of God. Yeah. And he's like, all right, Trump, you live. And then he's like, Joe Biden, COVID.
Stairs.
COVID and stairs.
Do you have that?
It is funny the same fucking week.
Yeah. Well, did you see the clip where they're talking about, it was, I think, Joy Reid and Psaki were talking about well, they're giving Trump all this credit for, getting shot in the ear and looking tough and brave. But, if Biden bounces back from COVID, isn't that like the same thing?
A real American hero. No. Joe Biden lived through COVID. Yeah.
Without a mask. Come on,
ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous. All right. So, I got a meme to share. This is not, it's been a while since this happened, but I do enjoy the memes that are coming out about the Secret Service. This one
Yeah.
Always funny. Die Hard, DEI hard. And it's got that Melissa McCarthy looking female security
She's still
guard.
on the payroll.
Yes. Let me ask you, how the fuck is Cheadle not resigned? I don't understand how you could fuck up this badly, and she's not resigning. You should have resigned instantly.
Yeah.
You should have resigned.
There's no
it's an
excuse for
embarrassment. Well, it's because
really
she's friends
is.
with Joe Biden. That's how she got the fucking job in the first place. She's friends with Joe Biden. I'm sure Jill's like, no, you don't have to resign. She's just like with Joe. No. You answered all the questions about Trump being shot.
Dude, it's coming on the heels of the debate where he's like, you haven't fired anyone, no matter how bad they are at their job. You won't fire anyone. And it's been true the whole time. And then it's best case scenario for the Secret Service. It was beyond the realm of comprehension levels of incompetence.
Yeah.
That's the best case scenario for the Secret Service, is like they're so incompetent they couldn't secure a fucking barn.
Well, I don't understand how, all these people are making like excuses for the Secret Service and trying to play devil's advocate, which is fine. I appreciate that. But people are like, well, there's a tree and the slope and this and that. And it's like, okay, let me ask you this. We're in an era where we have 500 drones coordinated to make dragons fuck in the sky. You're telling me the Secret Service and our government, which drone bombs people regularly from miles up, doesn't have a drone on this? They don't have 10 drones with cameras on site that they can monitor and have radar for. They can look down at all the points and be like, oh, there's a sniper on the roof right there, 150 yards away. Like, why? None of it fucking makes sense.
It shouldn't even have been a challenging environment to secure. There was a few buildings here and there, and otherwise there's an empty field. It's like, just secure these couple buildings. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You're saying this is the first assassination attempt on a president or candidate in, I think, 40 years, probably more than that. It was Reagan shot in like 80, 81. I don't remember.
81. Yeah, 81.
So more than 40 years. And you're saying in all those times, they've never had a more challenging environment than a couple trees and a one-story roof?
Yep. I was greatly enjoying, by the way, let me see if I think I retweeted it. All the graphics of people talking about the slope. Like, there's some pretty funny ones about just the how you keep yourself safe from the federal government. Like, Elon Musk retweeted a picture of the Cybertruck, and he's like, sloped roof. Yeah, just saying, safe from the feds.
Yep.
and then the cow. There's like a cow walking along a sloped roof, and they're like, if a cow can do it, why can't the Secret Service? Very funny.
Do you have that meme I sent you, the wage gap one?
Oh wait,
I texted it to you. No, a couple days ago. I texted it to you.
Oh, I don't have it off the top of my phone. The top of the phone.
I'll just describe it. It's basically side by side pictures of the male Secret Service agent like covering up Trump from kind of the rear and over the head. And the female, is that a real picture? I keep wanting to see that. No, this is a fake picture. She wasn't really ducking for cover from fire.
Nope. It certainly looks. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she was. Maybe it's just like that instinctual thing of like, oh, there's fire. You're just natural pictures. There's what you're supposed to train that at people when you're protecting the president.
This is your fucking job.
But I mean, it's supposed to be like your kid. Like if guns are being fired, my first instinct is going to be to like jump and cover my kids.
Well, that's the guy who
like
the
died. Fire. Yeah, exactly.
He didn't duck behind his kids. I mean, that's I'm not going to make a joke about it because it's terrible.
We should.
But the meme was it was like an arrow and her ducking and the other guy standing up and covering Trump, and it's the wage gap.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, that was great. So good. Well, let me just say, we don't know a lot about the shooter, but what we do know is that it might be a clone of Elizabeth. It may be a clone of Elizabeth Warren. Because look at these two pictures side by side. It very clearly, Elizabeth Warren has cloned herself. Obviously, this kid steeped in Native American heritage. That's why he was such a good shot, strong with a bow and arrow, strong with a scope. But the hilarious comparison between now dead shooter Crooks and Elizabeth Warren, the glasses, the nose, the doofus face, the chin, and the hairstyle all match to a T. It's fantastic.
Have you seen the picture of the dude in like a dress? I don't know. Again,
I have. I didn't know if that's been
not.
verified or not. Yeah, I didn't know. I haven't talked about it because I wanted to see verification of it. But I did see one with him with long hair and like piercings, and I don't know. But again, I don't know if it's been confirmed. Yeah. So I'm not gonna speculate on it. But it would be. I mean, the Democrats immediately after this shooting happened. I know tons of people that were like, "Oh God, please don't be an immigrant," because that would just give them way too much ammo. What if it turns out to be yet another trans shooter?
Then they'll have to cover it up and say they'll just whitewash it and say Trump was ever shot.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
like Nashville or Knoxville, wherever it was. Like, that never happened. What are you talking about?
And they'll find a manifesto. Maybe he has a manifesto. They're like, "There's no manifesto." Maybe the government already has it. Maybe the government deleted all his social medias as soon as it happened.
Sure,
and that's why
they
he's got
did.
Social media.
I mean, the odds of him acting alone in this are about as much as me, winning the lottery today.
Yeah. Well, I had been joking that the Joe Biden put out this gaslighting bullshit video talking about somehow trying to compare Donald Trump attempted assassination and being hit with a bullet with Gretchen Whitmer being kidnapped. Or the plot, which, as we all know, the plot was arranged by the FBI, and all of the suspects got let off because it was entrapment, and they're all free. None of them went to jail because they're all free now. And I was like, the only thing the assassination and Gretchen Whitmer have in common is probably the FBI coordinating both.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
So just to go down the short rabbit hole, the kid was in the BlackRock commercial, right? You saw that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Then there was a company who's like Austin Private Equity who shorted Trump stock like 12 million shares or something the day before the assassination. It was their largest ever put option, I think. And that company apparently has ties to BlackRock and contributes to a bunch of very left-leaning causes. It's like, wow, really? You're just shorting Trump stock the day before this happens, huh?
That's very
weird timing.
They'll just say that they heard that he was going to say something inflammatory at the speech, and that's why they did it.
And also, apparently, and again, I don't know if this is 100% true. Apparently, this was the only rally that CNN has live streamed this year or this campaign for Trump, because before they couldn't.
He can't be trusted.
Yeah, I mean, we can't expose our listeners to these lies.
Yeah. Well, we'll never know. We'll never know the truth, but It's definitely fascinating. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else? Otherwise, I got to jump off and deal with this.
Well, have fun. I thought you were going to say you got fired by the LNC after your appearance on Part of the Problem.
What time is it? It's never too late.
Is there still time?
Yeah, it's always time. Always time for firing. And remember the best time to fire somebody is always
Friday afternoon.
At the end of the Friday. So I anticipate a call from Angela firing me at any moment.
Yeah. Well, you should live stream that as well. It'll be good content.
I will. Maybe I will.
Hey, before you start, Angela, if you're gonna fire me, just give me a cough and give me a second, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's great.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Again, fuck Twitter for whatever reason it's not letting me live stream. And you guys can, of course, follow the show, support the show, subscribe to the Lions of Liberty on any podcast feed. You can subscribe to us, get notifications on YouTube. We are currently permitted to live stream to YouTube, on Rumble. And if you want to support the show even more, you can go to patreon.com/Lions of Liberty or lionsofliberty.locals. All right, that's it. Peace. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Bye, Rico.
See ya.